So the bottom half is now cleaned and waiting. I'm not going to split it. It looks too good on the outside. You know, can't see any issues anywhere. All's looking good. But obviously next is the cylinder head. So I'm just going to do a quick valve leak check. I'm going to pull them out anyway, but may as well just do it, see if there's any obvious issues. So let's have a look. So here we go with the head. So spark plug in on TDC with the cam still in, so that the valves are closed. So I've got a bit of petrol here. So you just add, or you flood the combustion chamber with petrol, and you just leave it. Petrol only takes a few moments to actually, if there's any imperfections in the valve seats, it will soon show up, you know, and it'll be gone, run through. So at the moment nothing, you know, the levels staying good. Bone dry on the inlet stem, so nothing running down the valve there. The exhaust stem's a bit mucky, but and bone dry on the exhaust stem. So I would say that those valve seats, I'm going to strip them out anyway, will only need lapping. You know, there's no serious issues there where we need to buy a new valves or get the seats cut or anything. So that's just a quick check. So I'll just switch you off a second and we'll be back when I've got rid of the petrol, and then we'll just strip the rest of the head. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, to pull the cam, I only put that on there just to keep everything together. We've already stripped this off once. The advance unit, just like keeping everything together so I know where it's going to go back. So provided we're around about top dead centre, this cam should just pull out, because I've got clearance at top dead centre. There's my tappet clearance. It's a little bit more than what it should be. I think it's only a couple of thou. But anyway, that will come out, and then you'd have to turn it, not that way, I think that way. So you turn it so the lobes end up there, and it'll just lift out. So we'll have a look. It's the journals that take the battering, not the lobes, because obviously you've got high-speed steel or hardened steel running in aluminium, which works obviously, but no bearings or anything, just dissimilar metals and oil feed. The oil feed goes in from the pump, it goes into the crank, but also up one of the head studs into this area, and it feeds the journals, and it also splash feeds the pivots for the rockers. So there's a bit of scarring there, but hardly any play, so the cam looks quite good, so I'm happy with that. So now the pivots for the rockers, so one it's 10, isn't it? Which I should have knocking around somewhere. So we pull the retain, well that was loose. We pull the retaining plate. It's just a 6mm 10AF small bolt. Might put a bit of Loctite on that when it goes back. That was loose, no washers. And then these should, in fact there's a threaded let me just get a long M6. There's a threaded centre in here, so you can wind an M6. Oh yeah, loose. And they should, he said, yes, pull out. So we're on the inlet side here. I know they are exactly the same, even the rockers are the same, but it's always nice to put back where you got it from. So this is in. Oh, then the rocker arm should just lift out now, shouldn't it? He said. There we go. And there's the rocker. So nice, nice, and nice, good. So we'll just mark this up as well. So they go back in the same place. Come on, baby, you can screw in. Here we go. Looking good. Nice. Looking good. Happy. We'll just mark it because we can. EX exhaust. And same for the pivot shaft. So what we're left with now is the the valves. Excuse me. So let me get set up, because these are deep set into the head. Look at the battle scars there. It's dangerous to allow people to work on stuff sometimes. Look at that. If I've not got the right spanner, I'll just use a hammer and chisel. Okay. Let me set this up now, and we'll find the right stuff to be able to get down here and release the springs and get the collets out. So we'll be back very shortly. Okay, I think we're set up. Over the years I've used various different things. I mean, I think this was for an MGTF I made this one, because obviously you've got to get in there to be able to push against the valve spring, but also get in to get the collets out. So I don't know what I made this one for, but you know, if you've not got the kit, you can always knock something up, and it's just a G-clamp with the foot taken off. So, and I can't remember what, I think that's off a Yamaha outboard, but anyway, I actually have got, and the one in the kit does fit this thing. So from 16 up to 30 mil, that's the top of the, you know, where the spring sits, the pan size. different threaded bits and pieces, this thing. And I've just tried it, and yes, it just fits over nicely over the top of the valve. It's not exactly right. The 30 was too big, this one's a tad small. It should be a 28, but there isn't one in the kit. So that on there, that then in against the valve, and then I can wind the bottom one or the top one in. Just wind the bottom one in to get it round about. And now align the top one. I should, yeah, it's gone in, and it's actually the collets, because they're tapered, they actually wedge in. So if it's tight, just give it a knock when you've got a bit of load on it. I heard it click then, it's gone. And now we should be able to, if I keep my big fat head out of the way, yeah, we're going, wind it back, and then for picking them out, let me get a screwdriver. You can use a screwdriver, and this is just a magnet. It's a little neodymium magnet on a hook. Just magnetize your screwdriver a little bit, and you should be able to hook them out. He said a little bit more. There's one. And there's two. And release. So there's the top for the spring. So the double springs, an inner and an outer. The collets. I always try to put everything back in the same place. I mean, the inlet and the exhaust may be different anyway. So I can feel the stem, and I can feel the guide before I pull it out, and there's no wear in that at all. In fact, it's quite nice. And there's the inlet valve out, and the seat, I will be lapping it in obviously. The seat is very good. Yeah, look at that, nice. This bike's definitely been burning oil, and I think prior to the previous owner, whoever sold it to him, the bike's been stood for long enough. Water has gone in the bore on top of the piston, because you could see those really bad deep corrosion pit marks. They've probably pulled the barrel, cleaned it up, maybe put new rings in it or whatever, and then they've sold it. But when I look at the exhaust valve, it's actually caked as well in oil. It's been burning oil, so you know, unfortunately the bike seized up for that reason. But I think it was consequential damage before the previous owner, because normally, you know, they're very Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, you know, they are very, very well made, good quality stuff. So I think that's my opinion anyway. So let's have a go at this one. Oh, there should be a valve stem oil seal, and there isn't. Oh well, maybe you normally find one on the inlet, but there isn't one on there. I would have thought they would have been. Let's have a go at the exhaust anyway. Okay, let's just move these out the way. And we're on. See if we can spin this so you can see what's going on. For my big fat stupid head. It is fiddly, but it's the only way really. So we're in. So again, I'm just going to load it up a little bit, otherwise I'll bend the frame. And there's a bit of tension on there now. Just give that a knock, just to break the collets off the taper. Heard them go. And we should be away, yes. Right. Magnetic screwdriver. Let's add more. One. Two. And off. So there we are, all stripped out, ready to be cleaned and the valves to be lapped. And I've just had a quick look in the parts book, and yeah, the valve stem oil seal is only fitted to the exhaust valve stem. So I've ordered all the bits and pieces, including the gasket set, but I think in the gasket set you get 2 valve stem oil seals, 1 for each valve. But anyway, yeah, valve stem oil seal only on the exhaust. So there you go. Anyway, we're done for this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you later, folks.